There's no two ways about it, WWE needs stars. Even when they have stars, they need more stars, because you ain't doing nothing without stars. #stars. The most exciting part is trying to figure out who's going to get into that spot. I mean, who would have called Braun Strowman in January 2017? The answer is no one, apart from liars. Dirty liars. You can always make a pretty good educated guess though, given how over some people already are, and just how talented they are in the ring. We're all smart people, right? Kinda. So we can make some damn good assumptions too. I'm Simon from What Culture, and this is 10 WWE wrestlers poised to break out in 2018. Number 10, Bianca Belair. Going into the Mae Young Classic, much of the hype understandably revolved around the likes of Kairi Sane, Toni Storm, and Candice, who had good followings away from the WWE and just needed to make their name within it. Even the likes of Kaylee Ray, Piper Niven, Shayna Baszler, and Mia Yim had attracted plenty of intrigue, leaving the rest to kinda just fill slots that needed to be filled. But that doesn't mean there wasn't opportunity in there, and Bianca Belair saw that and grabbed it with power. Not only was she a highlight in the tournament, but is surely now one of WWE's hottest young prospects, showing way more skill and poise than many gave her credit for. Belair's second round bout against Zayn was one of the best overall and showed that she has all the potential in the world. NXT's crowded women's scene means she'll have to bide her time, but Belair is set to make major waves in 2018, or at least that's what I think, and we'll have to see what happens. Number 9, Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins has been through the developmental system a lot. Under WWE contract since late 2012, the former college football player has continually struggled to break through, being thrown a bunch of going nowhere gimmicks that, shockingly, went nowhere. He's a talented athlete, but that doesn't get you over in 2018. Fortunately, Montez Ford changed everything. The duo first joined forces as the Street Profits on the house show circuit and made it to TV in August last year. Since then, they've just kicked the hooey out of some jobbers, but now it does seem like their time is about to come. If all our dreams do come true, they could replicate what American Alpha did with the charismatic Ford getting Dawkins' career to where it needs to be. It's too early to tell, of course, but if they can continue to evolve and get that chemistry, they will do very well indeed. Number 8, Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is so high up in WWE's management's eyes, they even made the call to not feature her on NXT too much as they didn't want her to have that stigma when she debuted on the main roster. She was a superstar from day one to those that make the decisions. That's why she came up with Absolution. Believe me when I tell you that at some point in 2018, she's going to go out on her own. All she really needs is experience, and hopefully she can get that while being protected by Paige. Mandy isn't the finished article yet, but let's not take anything away from the former tough enough competitor. She's very smooth in the ring for someone with little over 2 years in the business, and she's got a look that WWE absolutely loves. That will help. And sure, she needs to get better on promos, but we can say that about a lot of wrestlers. In time she may get that down, but either way, expect a rocket to be strapped to this woman very soon. Number 7, Adam Cole. If we're being honest, Adam Cole has already broken out with the Undisputed Era down in NXT, much as he broke out when he was kicking ass in Ring of Honor and everywhere else he's been. Cole is just a damn good pro wrestler and is probably going to do well no matter where he goes or what he's asked to do. In 2017 alone, he was the MVP on almost every show he was on. He's got everything that WWE looks for too, right down to a catchphrase that the crowd loves. And yeah, he's not the most over-the-top athlete we've ever seen, but he doesn't need to be. As a complete package, he's pretty solid to say the least. Whether he gets called up in 2018 or not, he can make a huge splash either way. Adam Cole is a future main eventer, and that makes me happy right down in my stomach. Food and joy for Adam Cole. That's all that's there. Number 6, Mojo Rawley. Mojo Rawley proved so many times throughout 2017 that he had something, as long as he wasn't doing that stupid hype stuff, that it's weird in 2018 he's still treading water. He has everything WWE likes in a good heel, so I don't get why he's still left in the shadows. Hopefully, however, his proper heel turn on Zack Ryder and being in the US title tournament will work as a platform for him to get noticed, and from there, Rawley can easily be a decent mid-card guy. Could even go further. The real question is what WWE plans to do with him. It's clearly easy to just let him vanish to main event, but he deserves more than that because, again, he's not rubbish. Mojo can be a valuable asset this year. He just needs the opportunity. Number 5, Ruby Riot. The Riot Squad aren't great. That's the truth of the matter, and they feel like Absolution too, simply because of when they debuted, and that's never what you want. However, while Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan are relatively unproven, Ruby Riot certainly isn't. She didn't do much in NXT, but if you ever saw her on the indie division, you know she can go, and she's got countless top matches under her belt. Riot could easily tangle with the likes of Charlotte and Becky Lynch and make a huge splash. The real obstacles, as ever, will be booking. The Riot Squad have already lost their momentum, and if they start to sink, Ruby could easily go down with them. She still has bags of promise though, and a unique look. Literally no one else looks like her in the women's division, and that will serve her well. Let's hope that in 2018 she's allowed to go out on her own, and she could very well be a huge star. Number 4, Rusev. After years of waiting, finally 2018 may be the year of Rusev, which is even more true as every day in this year is Rusev Day. and that's got to tie in somehow. But no one has been as underused as Rusev in recent years, and now that he has a catchphrase everyone goes crazy for, and he's over like Rover, WWE would be mad to ignore all this. He even gets chance on Raw, and he's a damn SmackDown superstar. That's the money, right there, in your face. I would start by making sure Aiden English and the Bulgarian Brute win the tag team titles, and from there, start pushing him for the World Championship. Rusev needs it, Rusev deserves it, and we would all love it, especially as so far he's proved that no matter what he's given, he will make it work. Thankfully, good merchandise sales and big pops are a WWE receipt for success, and I cannot wait. Number 3, the Revival. You gotta feel sorry for Dash and Dawson. Ever since they got promoted to Raw, they've suffered freak injury after freak injury, which sucked all the momentum away last year. But talent is talent, and eventually it will rise to the top, as long as they don't get hurt again. And sure, at the moment they haven't done much of anything, but as we build to Mania and things heat up, that could easily change, especially when they'll fit into the tag team scene so easily. Let's face it too, Raw is desperate for teams. If you need it in simpler terms, the Revival are genuinely one of the best pairings in the world and will be a benefit to the roster. If Dash and Dawson can stay healthy, all will be well for the two. That's the way it should be. Number 2, Ricochet. Has Ricochet signed with the WWE? As I'm saying these words, we don't know for sure, but there's a hell of a lot of evidence that suggests he is. For example, he has no indie dates lined up as of today, and today is the day that I'm recording this. You've got to imagine NXT is in his future. Whether that's where the man should go is another argument, but no matter where he heads, Ricochet will shine, because it's literally not possible for him to do anything else. When you're that skilled, no one can hold you down, even if they try and WWE him. It's not like he can't work that style either. He's proven time and time again that he can adapt to any scenario, and that's another reason why he's so popular. If nothing else, people love him and they'll do the same in the WWE. As long as that happens, all will be well for the high flyer, and that's an exciting process if I do say so myself. Which I do, because I'm me. Number 1, Finn Bálor. Finn Bálor's breakout moment should have come at SummerSlam 2016, but the injury he suffered after winning the Universal title really did stop him in his tracks. It was rubbish. Since then, it's been nothing but a nightmare. Awful feud after awful feud, usually with Bálor on the bad end of it. He's been lost in the shuffle for ages. However, let's be positive and say this will all change in 2018. Post WrestleMania 34, WWE will need new options, and Bálor at some point will be the perfect opponent, even more so if Roman Reigns has been appointed our new king. Even with all the news that Vince McMahon isn't a fan is kind of undermined when you see Bálor mucking around with such thoughts on Twitter, I don't think he'd do that if it was going to get him in trouble, so keep everything crossed and believe that 2018 will be a good 12 months for the Demon.
Gosh, can you believe that person said that about that particular video on that entry? I sure can't. But you should like, share and subscribe below anyway. And also, the people who made this video, they're right here. Go follow them and give them some love. Also, there's more content, probably above my head. Check it out. Or don't. 50-50.